Welcome back to Isle of Sea and Sky. I'm Dear Darling, and together we'll unearth a mystery of these enigmatic islands. But I think we only need one more crystal, right? To be able to actually get whatever the power-up is that we require. I also think I was absolutely, like, running on fumes in the last episode or something. Like, I feel like I was basically delirious while doing it. I did have a stomach ache when I was doing it, so it's not completely unfounded, I think. But let's open up these different pathways for us first. Okay, so this one requires the jumpy feather, which we've not unlocked. I don't remember why we haven't unlocked the jumpy feather. Ah, a secret. Okay, interesting. So this is another one which has one of those inkwell pots. So this does have a thing. Ah, I wonder if this is some order which we need to fly from. So this one is referring to this one, I think. So like maybe we need to start here. We fly. I'm trying to think. Because the ink pot's here, which refers to this one. So I don't know how we determine the order we need to fly necessarily, but I bet it would be... Well, actually, it's not the last time that we've seen these eagle-like patterns, right, for an Easter egg. Oh, I don't even know where I just was. Oh no. I don't think it was that one. It had a crystal and a star, right? Probably this one? Nope. It's a little bit difficult to do this one? Okay. To determine. Yeah, so we need a jumpy feather to do this one. To get that over the hole. I think we decided that we needed the god's power before we could actually try to do some of these other things. Whoa. This is highly overwhelming. This looks like the final boss level in this world. Okay, noted. Wow, it's honestly just looking at it is overwhelming, so I'm gonna ignore it. Right, do we think we can get the crystal here? What do we need to do? We need to basically align ourselves with that rock. Probably we have to do something over here. Maybe something around like this? I'm not really sure what we do with these wooden... Oh, we probably have to stack them up against the rocks below? That's not possible because we can't push this anywhere. It feels like we need to push this down. I don't know if that's particularly useful. We could push this across as well. We could push it onto a block. We don't really need to push it onto a block though. ATM. Actually, hold on. This is an interesting start. Because if we could get another block here... No, if we pushed this one down, along with the other one, which we just had down as well, we'd stack... No, if we push all three... We can't push all three of them down. I'm just trying to think of a way we can even align ourselves. Because if we had 2 blocks here, to the left, that'd be good. I don't know if that's particularly doable. Or, we basically just need to align ourselves with that rock somehow. I think it should be doable, because it doesn't look like it wouldn't be doable. I'm not sure if this is particularly useful by us pushing this here. I'm going to go with not useful. Wait, what did I do last time? Oh, I did this, right? Yeah. Because we can do this. I don't know if that's useful. It doesn't seem particularly useful. I guess we can go around again. I don't really know what our goal is. Okay, I do know what our goal is. Why do we have a gap over there though? That's interesting. I have a feeling a lot of these gaps are going to be explained once we get the rock feather, as I've been calling it in my mind, despite the fact I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. I wonder if this really is the easiest one to try and get, but genuinely, we only need one. So we should see which other ones we have available. Oh, this one I think we can't do, right? I don't remember why I thought we couldn't do this one, though. Because I will say, it doesn't look like there's any swirly patterns which look like they would be the wind elemental on this one. And it doesn't look like there's any holes to jump over, which would require a rock feather. I just can't really do anything, can I? Yeah, it just kind of seems like we can't really do anything. Like, we can't really go up the... I don't see the benefit of us being here. I guess we can do this. Is this useful? No, I don't really know. I'm gonna posit no. But I just feel like we should be able to get both crystals though, if we get them in the middle, but presumably then... Okay, well this is a weird thing though, because that green button we need to be standing on. I don't know how that could even be possible. How could we hold it down and also be standing on it? I think this one, I can't even see how to start. So maybe let's revisit that one. That one we just were at. Oh man, this one's super overwhelming. I forgot about this one. But this one has holes, which immediately makes me suspicious that if we need to have a rock feather to do it. It'd be really funny if a power-up wasn't a rock feather, by the way. But this one I'm pretty sure we need to have the jump. So one of these must be doable, and I think it might be the one I was on initially. I think this one might be doable, I just don't really know what to do. Because I can't see how a power-up would even help us, and I don't see any of the windy sprites. So it's kind of figuring out what we actually need to do. So there's not a lot of places to really hold things down. With 3 wooden blocks. One of them is stuck to the top, which is a really weird place for it to be, I think. Because we can never push it down. The spikes at the top is probably just to stop us from going on the button and going upwards. I don't know why that would be particularly useful, but... And those spikes are just to stop us going directly right. It does kind of feel like the button's only to get the star, but we don't really need the star, so it's kind of like, what do we do? As always with the game, this is the hardest part, is deciding if we can actually solve this puzzle or not. It's a unique experience, not one that I have had to often have, I think, in games. Because I feel like we have a lot of movement, but the actual movement we need feels a bit lost on me. Like, what of this movement is actually useful for us to get the block where we need to? I suppose what we could do... No, we can't even push it up again, because even if we... I was going to say if we pushed it to where we were standing, we can be on the stairs and push it up, but then it'd be stuck in this corner, so what's even the point? Because once it's down here, it's committed to one of these 2 corners, which doesn't seem very useful. So the goal is either we have 2 of them here, like where I'm standing, and 1 step behind me. On any of these 3 blocks would all be useful. Well, actually on the top block it would not be useful. But on this block or the block north of me, that would be useful. Alternatively, we pile up all 3 wooden blocks where I'm standing, one to the north, 1 to the south. I don't think that's doable because that northern wooden block is stuck against a wall up there. So whatever solution we have, it needs to be doable too. The other potential solution I could see is maybe if we get a wooden block and actually just put it onto this square, because it would stop our movement if we walked into it. So just getting it anywhere on this square would probably be kind of useful. I feel like putting you in the corner feels like it should be useful. We could push it to the side. Wouldn't really do much. Because getting it to stop on this square is actually quite tough. I feel like any opportunity which would let us have it stop on this sort of like dry patch, we would have already been able to solve a puzzle, if that makes sense. I just kind of wonder about this, if there's something secret here. Like, why bother? This one's really deceptively simple. I guess we could stack all 3 blocks up to the top here. That's actually a much more compelling idea, I think. I think that's actually much more likely to pay off. Because if we stack all 3 up, yes, okay, I think this must be the answer. Okay, so we need to do the second one first. Right, so we do this one first. This one we can do like this. And then that one we just do by walking off. Okay, I see. And we go up here, then this is what this patch is for, so we can push it up. Boom, done. Okay, so it wasn't too bad. Well, now we got enough. I think we might as well immediately go to the deity. I don't remember where the deity is, but having 6 is conducive, I think, to something useful. Oh yeah, we also have that opened up, I suppose. Whatever that means. That's probably like, well, 1/3 of the way through the game or something is my guess. Even though it's disguised to be like the end of the game. Huff and Puff awaken the air elementals. Cool. So that's probably a teleport back to the beginning. What does this do then? What? You chuck us... Wait, what? Okay, so you walk into them and you control them. If you're pushing... Wait, what? I don't think I fully understand. Hold on. Because if I push them, I'm now controlling them 4 steps. But they also... They also throw me? They throw me 1 square. So I actually don't know what I did over there. It's only if I can push them does it work. So if they're in a hole, they always throw, I guess? That seems to be the case. Okay. How do they interact with blocks? If you push them onto a block, they'll throw it off. Okay, noted. Okay, so we want to get this key. So I guess I want it to toss me. But we can't put it there because then it... Oh, I see. It's a very interesting sort of cat and mouse game. Oh. Two, three, 4. I mean, it just tossed me into a hole. Okay, that's not really what I want. I feel like I'm kind of close to this, but it's actually like way harder to finesse than I thought it was going to be. Because it can't walk into a wall. Oh. And if we can't push it into something, it doesn't allow us to control it. And then if we ever walk into it, it throws us into our certain demise. Push 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's always going to end up on a different parity to us, so it's always going to have to end up diagonally from us, right? I think mathematically that makes sense, because if we imagine ourselves on a checkerboard, essentially, this is, by the way, this is, if you ever do math Olympiads, this is like a classic proof they always love to use on shape-based sort of puzzles. If you imagine us on a checkerboard, like every single square is a checkerboard, and we're currently standing on a black square, the tornado is currently on a white square. Pushing it once always switches the parity of a square, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 5 parity switches. It always starts on an opposite parity to us, so it always matches parity to us on the end. Okay, so we'll never be able to put it into a position where we can directly push it. We can always, at best, we can only put it diagonally from us. That is extremely confusing. But it's also good to know, because then it's kind of like, I know where this can end up. Because right now it could end up in the hole, but it's too far away. I don't think it can make it to the... Oh, maybe it could, actually. I'm an idiot. We do have this block here, which I've not even tried to use in the slightest. Oh, interesting. That's probably how we were meant to solve that, huh? Ah, okay, so the goal is probably to throw the block onto it. How is that possible? Because we can't do it anymore when that happens. That destroys it. That doesn't seem possible. Oh man, I would say I think these air elementals probably the most complicated they've been. The one we most... Oh, interesting. Right, because if we're not pushing it... Oh my gosh, okay, so... But there's so many interactions, interestingly enough, with these air elementals. Okay, so it's only if we can step right next to it and push it, then we can control it. Otherwise, if we slide into it, then it always throws us. Because I feel like my goal over there is to put the air elemental onto a hole, but downwards. So what would our last movement have to be like? 3, 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we had to push it from somewhere. Oh gosh. I think we want it to be on... Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. I just had to use a bit of maths to figure it out. Because I was like, I was using a checkerboard pattern again. I was like, if we want it, if we went backwards from where we were, it would have to go 3, 4 so it can align itself downwards, 2, 1. And then a push. So it would have to, after the push, be in the middle of that T block. So I'd have to push it onto that T block. Probably, or one of the spikes, but the spikes are pretty difficult. So I was like, the easiest would be if it was directly north of us right here. So then I use a checkerboard pattern. Where does it have to start? It has to start somewhere on a checkerboard. So I said it has to start here. And then it works. Right here. Wait, that's not on the same checkerboard. Oh no, switch is checkerboard pattern, sorry. And yeah, that switch is checkerboard, sorry. It always moves to match our checkerboard pattern. That's what I gotta remember. Okay, well I don't think we're done with this island. So I think let's systematically get the rest of this done. Now that we have all the tools at our disposal. This sounds like it's gonna be an absolute nightmare by the way, with 2 air elementals. Oh, you know what we should do? We should try and get the power up. I don't remember where it is. Is this it? This is it, okay. Whoa, okay, interesting. We need the blue key, which we've yet to find. I wonder if it's from Batman. Because that's, what, green keys? That's only green keys. Oh my gosh, there's so many elementals in there, it's incredibly overwhelming. So we haven't found whatever teleports us to this bottom 2 islands. And we haven't found a blue key, which is interesting. I wonder if it's worth trying to revisit. This, because it says we get a key from this. A secret key, so I wouldn't be surprised if we need to do this to get the blue key. Anyway, maybe we'll give it a try next time. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been islesofseaandsky, I've been dear darling, and likes, comments, description, shares greatly appreciated, socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now it's our farewell, so until next time, bye bye for now.